Now, you have to hand it to Donald Trump's Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He has a thick skin. Mr. Sessions has been disparaged by the president several times in public for recusing himself from the Russia investigation. Mr. Trump believes that Mr. Sessions is failing to protect him. Today, the president took his public shaming even further. Quoting a Republican congressman, Mr. Trump tweeted this: "There are lots of really good lawyers in the country. He could have picked somebody else." Mr. Trump then added, "And I wish I did." Joining me now from Boynton Beach, Florida, is Mica Mosbacher. She's a member of the Trump 2020 National Advisory Board. Mica, thank you very much for joining me. Why doesn't Donald Trump just get rid of Jeff Sessions if he is so unhappy with his performance?
The president is clearly frustrated with Jeff Sessions, primarily because he found out later rather than sooner that he needed to recuse himself from one of the most important matters of his tenure. He is frustrated, but it's an untenable situation because I think the president understands that it would be very difficult to get the votes to confirm another attorney general. So I feel that this is sort of, again, this Trumpian brand of diplomacy. He's nothing subtle about this president, and he's expressing his ire. And as Giuliani said on Fox, he's basically saying, look, Jeff Sessions, do your job. Let's see some action. Let's see some finality, or let's see some conclusion with this Mueller investigation.
Right, but what exactly does the president want Jeff Sessions to do to end the Mueller investigation?
I think he would like, first of all, to hold Rosenstein accountable.
The Deputy Attorney General.
There have been documents. The Attorney General, yes, the Assistant Attorney General Rod Rosenstein accountable. There was a meeting last week regarding the supposed FBI informant or informants in the campaign. It's quite clear that the White House has requested reviewing certain documents,
right,
especially according to Giuliani, as a condition for sitting down with Mueller. And so I think that right or wrongly, Jeff Sessions has been a little bit perceived by the public as slightly a lame duck. I certainly hope he's doing more behind the scenes, and it's just more or less his sort of quiet personality. But he's not asserting himself in terms of holding individuals accountable just within his own DOJ.
No, at the moment he just seems to be putting up with rather a lot of public disparagement from his boss. I want to talk to you about that informant story. This, of course, is Donald Trump, who is, and the term that is being used is Spygate, and Donald Trump, who is claiming that there was an FBI spy in the Trump campaign in 2016 that was spying on the Trump campaign's activities. But I want to play you a senior conservative Republican official on the Intelligence Committee, Trey Gowdy. He says that's rubbish. Listen to this.
Yes.
You believe the FBI acted properly in this matter?
Based on what I have seen, I don't know what the FBI could have done or should have done other than run out a lead that someone loosely connected with the campaign was making assertions about Russia. I would think you would want the FBI to find out whether or not there was any validity to what those people were saying.
Look, Mr. Gowdy is not a lily-livered liberal by any style. You know this, Mica. I mean, he's been a defender of the president's. He's staunchly conservative. He's the chairman of the Oversight Committee, and he's saying, look, the FBI is doing its job, and we should let it doing its job because what we want to find out is how the Russians acted in 2016. That's a fair point, isn't it?
He's making a fair point. It's highly unusual for Trey Gowdy to disagree with the president. But I have to look at Carter Paige. Carter Paige said recently in the New York Post that the FBI ruined his life. He lost his girlfriend. He lost his business. He has become an unwitting individual, in the centerpiece of the entire 4 FISA warrants. He said that he was approached by this informant whose name has not been confirmed, so I won't say it on the air, but he said he was approached several times by this FBI informant. In addition, Sam Clovis recently made the same comment. And Sam, as you know, is not under investigation by Mueller. So it certainly seems to me to be extremely plausible that there was one or several informants that were at least attempting to interfere or spy on the Trump campaign.
Okay, Mica Mosbacher, thank you very much for joining us. Mica, we will have you back on again soon. Thanks for coming on the show.